that I'm going to review today is very close to my heart. This is a book that has helped me rediscover myself and helped me understand the power in me. So the book that I'm going to review today is Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain. So before I start my review on this book, I want to tell you all something. Number one, introversion is not a problem, so please do not use the word problem whenever you talk about introversion. Number two, introversion is not a mental disorder, so please do not look down upon introverts as people who are suffering from depression or any other mental illness. And number three, introversion does not equal to loneliness. Introverts have their own happy spaces. The author, Susan Cain, is an American writer. She is an honors graduate of Princeton and Harvard Law School. Her interest in writing on the topic of introversion came from her own difficulties of speaking in public. She did extensive research to understand the concept of introversion and extroversion and ultimately wrote the book Quiet, which has sold over 2 million copies. So if you are an introvert or even an extrovert with friends or family members who are an introvert, then this book will give you a great understanding on what introversion is and how to connect with introverts. Being an introvert myself, this book actually helped me to rediscover my inner strength and understand myself better. This book enabled me to understand that while extroverts draw their energy from the outside world, introverts draw their energy from within themselves. Here are some highlights of the book that will give you an understanding as to why this book has been such a widely read and accepted work of literature. Susan has done some incredible research herself by studying the research done by some very famous psychologists in this area. The results are just amazing. It helps us in understanding that these traits of introversion and extroversion may be inherited to some extent and how these traits do modify based on the situations that we encounter in our lives. One of the most interesting things or questions that this book has pointed out is that is there something known as fixed personalities? We as human beings can convert ourselves from introvert to extroverts or vice versa if we are faced with a job or a situation or a scenario which we are very passionate about. For example, a number of people who are in the field of public speaking, including myself, are so passionate about their jobs that they tend to excel in this field of public speaking in spite of being an introvert. This book has given great parenting tips to parents who think that every child should be an extrovert. If your child is a quiet child and is happy following his or her passion, so be it. Encourage them to follow their passion instead of following the world. Let them spend time in activities that they enjoy the most and see them blossom. It has great tips for managers and leaders. Remember that 1/3 to half of your workforce are probably introverts, whether they appear to be one or not. When you design your office spaces, think from the perspective of these introverts too and design some spaces where they can sit down in isolation and do some strategic, deep thinking tasks. It has tips for couples as well, where one is an extrovert and the other is an introvert. It points out that such couples need to respect each other's needs of socializing and solitude and work together to ensure that the needs of both of them are met. And there is more. And if you want to get a deep and meaningful understanding of introversion, then do pick up this book. It is a remarkable and extraordinary book that will change your view on introverts and help you see them from a completely new perspective. So please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel and do click onto the bell icon for further notification. Till next time, bye-bye.